Hi everybody, this is Katie from the Ollie Ollie Facebook group, and today I'm going to show you how to turn a Facebook image into an SVG. I've included a video. I'm not going to post it into the Facebook group on how to download it, but if you look on the YouTube channel, you'll see a quick video on how to get to the Inkscape website and download the correct version for your operating system. So take a look at that video if you have not yet downloaded Inkscape. It is free and it is a great tool if you're a crafter. I will be using a lot of videos and showing you how I can manipulate images in Inkscape. Alright, usually you see my other background, but I am on the couch today. I'm still recovering, so just bear with me a little bit. So I'm going to first minimize our design space and jump right into our group. Let's close this up. So if you're on a computer now, if you're doing anything with a image that you want to try to put onto a Tumblr or into any project, first thing I suggest do not do it off your phone. I know it's easy, but please get on a computer and it will be a little bit easier for you to get a higher quality. Even though Facebook, they're terrible. They like to turn things into JPEGs, and I'll upload them as PNGs. They definitely won't accept SVGs. So, alright. Let's jump right on in. I'm going to go today into the Valentine folder. We're going to hit Media, go to Albums, and here's the first Valentine folder. I recently uploaded a couple of SVGs, and yes, I do have the SVGs for these, but let's do it from your standpoint. You're going to be, let's look into this file. You're going to click on this file, and then you're going to right click, save image as. I already saved 3 images for us for today, but you see that it's a JPEG. You cannot save it as anything else. Alright, so I've selected 3 images. I've saved them. It was this one, and then I believe this one. So now that I have them, I'm going to minimize my images off from Facebook, and we're going to go right into Design Space. I'm going to open up a new document, not Design Space, excuse me, Inkscape. So this is how Inkscape is going to look like when you are going to open it. Just for today's sake, I'll show you other things with Inkscape, but I like to have things in inches. So my document properties, it's in millimeters here. We're going to change it into inches. So what did I do? I went into File and Document Properties, and then it's going to bring you this option. You can also automatically set your own settings. Here's Portraits. Now if you're going to be creating an image for a Tumblr, landscape it. I like to work off of it. Landscape also. So here you go. Then you can set up some grids if you want, but that's not really necessary. So alright, we're working with a horizontal, a landscape document from left to right, and now what I simply do is I open up my folder and I saved everything from my lesson plan, how to SVG, and I'm just going to put these right up here. Move this into here, and let's work off from our first image. So I liked this You're My Sweetheart, but it was a JPEG, and even though it's as clean as could be, and I told you guys my personal opinion on certain images, not everything has to be SVG, but if you're stuck on it and you're putting this on a larger template, this is what you're going to do. Now I'm going to zoom out. What I do is I press the control button, and then my mouse cursor, I go ahead and I move it I move it backward towards me. So now I just want to get into our canvas space that we're going to be working in. So right back here is the only thing that if you're going to go save, that is where it's going to be. So let's just make it the size of our canvas. Let's make it just a little bit smaller. And I'm going to maximize the image. I'm going to go on the bottom right hand side. It says 36 on it. Let me see if I can kind of show it to you like this. Okay, so now you see on the bottom you have your coordinates, and then you have, I'm just going to zoom it to 45. Press enter. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's do 60. Okay. So now we're working off, we have our image. So here's what I'm trying to explain. You have the image here, you have the canvas. Whatever you're going to work with, if you're going to go ahead and you're going to save, it will cut off your letter S. So let's make it just like this. We're going to turn this into images, into inches. Alright, so here's our JPEG. Let's go into now the tool that will create your SVG. You have two colors here, and SVG is usually a black and white picture. So whatever you're going to have here, it's going to turn it into a black and white picture until you change it. Alright, so you have your My Sweetheart. Alright, we're going to select it. Now if you notice, this is the selector options. It tells you that it's selected. You're going to go into Path and Trace Bitmap. It's going to open a window for you on the side. Okay, so what Trace Bitmap is, it's literally going to trace your image for you. I like to update it just to see how my image is going to look, and then apply. You see how it turned my image into a black and white picture? No worries. So now we have our original image. I'm going to delete it. I selected it, now pressing the delete button, and You're My Sweetheart is now my SVG. It is a perfectly large image. You can put this into design space and do whatever you want. But let's say I'm going to close this trace bitmap. Let's say I want to change it into this fuchsia pink. I'm going to select the paint bucket. Let's do purple because fuchsia may be a little too bright. And we're just going to go ahead and turn this into a purple sweetheart. And just as easy as this happened, you guys saw it, we went to Path, Trace Bitmap. I'm just reviewing. Brightness cutoff. Select the amount that you want to. You really don't want to play around with this too much if this is the first and only thing you're doing. Update, apply, and then you're going to get your image. But make sure the image is selected. So now that we have the image selected, it's in our canvas space. You see this? Alright, you have your image selected. And we're going to do Save As. Now we're going to go into YouTube channel, lesson 7. And we're going to do Sweetheart, labeling it. And it's already in an SVG format. Click Save. How did we do this? File, Save As, and then you got this image. Right here you would click save. We have this image minimized, and now let's go into our design space and upload the image in there. We got design space right here opened. Let's turn this into, let's save this. I'm on a laptop, so I'm sorry if the screen is moving a little bit, but here we are. Okay, let's go into upload. Upload image. Now you have all these different options, but let's upload image. Browse. And let's go find the image we saved. YouTube channel. My lesson. And then you have all these JPEGs. And then you have Sweetheart, which was our SVG. I selected Sweetheart and I went to open. And here you have it. It's already cut, cleaned up, and everything is done for you. It's a cut image. And let's go to upload. Once we hit the upload button in the recent uploads, you're going to have this image here. We're going to go ahead and we are going to add it to Canvas. Add to Canvas, select, add to Canvas on the bottom. And here you go. You have your SVG perfectly selected for you and ready for you to use in Design Space. Alright, I hope this helped you guys. And please let me know if you have any help or questions that you need. Check out my other videos. I hope you subscribe. Like I said, I never will take any money from you guys for images that I make or post in the group. The only thing I would say, just please subscribe to my YouTube and watch the videos. If you want to see a video and have me explain it to you, just drop me a comment, DM me, message me on Facebook, and I'll be there to help you. Alright, I hope you have a blessed day. Take care.